Every year, an estimated 250,000 people go missing in the UK. Be it tracing vulnerable runaways or even tracking down fugitives, finding people is a key part of police work, and the clever use of tech can help. When the cops need an eye in the sky for missing people, they usually fire up the multi-million-pound, 150-mile-an-hour chopper. But up in Cumbria, police are turning to something a little smaller. Drones. I've come to Greystoke Park in rugged northeast Cumbria to meet Superintendent Matt Kennelly, lead cop on the county's drone initiative. What type of operations would you employ a drone for?
We primarily looked at them for missing persons, especially around the rural locations, but what we found is that we're using them for everything from capturing crime scenes to looking for fugitives that are maybe on the run from us.
Matt's drones have flown more than 100 missions over the past year, including helping to locate an escaped convict using its onboard tracking tech.
They've got a thermal camera on this one, so that'll give us a different view from the air, and we'll be able to pick up heat sources much better for finding people.
I'm going to test how effective these drones are at tracing missing persons by going on the run myself in the chilly Cumbria wilderness. I've got a 5-minute head start before Matt sends in the drones. If they manage to spot me, it's over to the dog team to sniff me out.
Okay, so I've absolutely no idea where I'm going, so I really am a fugitive. We've got a subject, Otis. We know he's light on his feet. We know he's capable of escape and evasion. And it's our job to find him. If I keep running, try and put as much distance between myself and my pursuers. My concern is I won't actually be able to find anywhere to hide.
This test mimics exactly how a real search mission works. Matt's drones scour an area from the air, one fitted with a high-definition camera, the other with a thermal imaging camera, designed to detect body heat. My best hope for evasion is to find cover, and soon.
Well, look, there's a quarry down there. I think this will do for now.
But back at base, one of Matt's drones spots a heat source.
I mean, it's a man-made structure, but we've got a little bit of a heat differential, so it's just, we're going to have a little look at it.
The dog team go in. It's a false alarm. They've not found me yet. Thermal imaging cameras can pick up heat differences in man-made objects, in this case a shed, but the drones are onto another hotspot in seconds.
So, essentially, what we're looking at is a heat source just around here. What I'm asking you to do is deploy with the dog. We'll guide you in, and hopefully we'll be able to identify and rule in or out. We can't identify, we know we've got heat source in there, but whether it's our subject or not, we don't know at this point.
Whistle to the dog, anybody out there? Come out now!
All right.
Ah, I've been rumbled.
See? Rumbled. Like that.
I tell you what, I thought it was going to take a lot longer to be found given the expanse of the area that they had potentially to search. For one, I'm glad it didn't take much longer. I need to get reacquainted with the feeling in my legs.
More and more forces are turning to drone technology. With the ability to do everything from coordinating nighttime firearms exercises to tracking missing persons, the sky's the limit.
Police deal with around 150,000 drug offences in the UK every year.
With crimes like possession with intent to supply and trafficking, not to mention nearly 8,000 cases of drug driving, It's a huge problem.
But thanks to drug wipe tech, cops can test drivers' saliva for coke or cannabis right there on the road. A bit like a pregnancy test, a red line after 10 minutes means you're in trouble. 2 a.m, the outskirts of Stockport. I'm out on patrol with Cheshire Interceptor Mike Jennings. With 13 years on the force, this tenacious copper has an uncanny eye for trouble. Like someone shifting about in an unlit parked car.
What are you doing sat here, mate?
Hey, I just pulled over for a second to roll
Right.
a cigarette.
To roll a cigarette?
Yeah.
Nothing else?
No, nothing else.
Nothing more untoward?
No.
Mike's
Having a word then.
The fella's just sat in there.
says he had a couple of drinks at a concert like hours ago.
He could just be chilling out to sober up. Mike's not buying it.
Defo?
No, definitely.
Bit of a weird place to park up this.
No, yeah.
To roll a fag.
Yeah.
Makes my suspicions go massively through the roof.
And then it comes.
Alright, I can see there's traces of cannabis on the floor there. Or bits of what look like it is.
Or maybe it's just tobacco. Fellow Interceptor Al Robinson rolls up to help search the chap's car. But all we're finding so far is a bit of a mess.
Got no sense of pride in this vehicle, I'll tell him that.
Meanwhile, over in Al's car, Mike whips out the wipe.
Okay, this is a roadside drugs wipe. Have you done one of these before, mate? Lean forward and open your mouth as wide as you can.
Interceptors have only been carrying these drug wipes for a couple of years. One quick lick gives cops enough proof to get a drug driver off the road and down the nick.
This takes about 8 minutes to get a result from it.
The lads admitted to a couple of spliffs, but Mike's pushing for more.
So there's 2 spliffs. That's it. Nothing else. Defo?
Still pushing.
Any advance on that?
Yeah, that's it. Just what's in the glove box.
Bingo! A bag of around 80 quid's worth of weed, complete with cannabis grinder.
I don't really have much of a sense of smell, but even I'm getting something out of it as well.
That's quite a lot. It's all in just in a couple of bags, but most people we start to have like one little snack bag or a couple of little snack bags, but there's quite a bit there.
Mike breaks the bad news.
You're under arrest, mate, for possession of cannabis.
That's it.
And there's more, as the verdict comes in from the drugs wipe.
Quite a strong line on the top there for cannabis. If you do that line.
Blood tests in custody came back positive for cannabis. The lab was given a 12-month ban, plus over 300 quid in fines for drug driving and possession. With over 50 people a year killed by drug drivers, the simple drug wipe is life-saving tech.